Okay, so let me have everybody's attention, please. Please don't work on your resume any longer. Now we're going to get started. And today is the day for resumes, but I want to talk about the employment plan, what the employment plan is. And so many people have had it, have already gone through this. We go through everything twice. So the proactive employment plan, what is the first step? Theo, what's the first step? Gina, what's the first step? No, that's the second step. First step is figure out what you want to do.
That's it.
Okay. What
you want to do?
Do you want to do? Okay, because if you don't, you know, it's like the old saying, if you don't know where you're going, any path will take you there.
Mm-hmm.
We have to stop and break the habit of, I'm going to prepare a resume, I'm going to send it out to someone who has a job that I think I might like. You're not going to get employed that way. Unless, of course, you know that business or you know somebody or there's some other mitigating factor. But if you walk into a business cold, you have no experience, and you just think, I like that job, I'll send them my resume, they're gonna like me, that's not the thing to do. And that's not how here we got 87% placement. So number 2 is find 3 to 5 employers who do that. Find 3 to 5 companies that do what you want. Now, Ernie, why do you think it's 3 to 5? Why not 1? Why not 10? Okay, that's one reason. Okay. But these are all companies. If it's a good company, assume that they're going to be hiring people in the next 12 months. Okay, for the position you want. Assume that they're going to be hiring people. So why would you not choose 1? Well, okay, well that might be something too, but the reason you don't choose 1 is you don't want to have to wait a whole year, right? If they're going to hire somebody, if you have 1 company and they're going to hire somebody within the year, you might get lucky. It could be tomorrow, or it could be day 364 away. But if you have 5 companies, the odds are you only have to wait 2 months maybe, right? Because if they're all going to be hiring somebody within a year, we wouldn't expect that they're all going to hire on the same day. We would expect that throughout the year, you know, this company, Company A, is going to be looking for somebody next month, Company B 2 months after that, Company C, etc. So if you always have 3 to 5 companies in the hopper, then it'll make it easier for you to, it'll be easier to, the odds of getting a job will be higher. Let me say it that way. Okay, so step 1, what do you want to do? Step 2, find 3 to 5 employers who do that. Now, we've had a lot of people in the past that were with the post office. They didn't really like it, but when it came to what do you want to do, they said, I want to go back to the post office. There is a program, I think everybody knows that the post office program is you get paid, I think, up to 75%, right, of what your highest pay.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, that they'll subsidize up to 75%. So let's say you found a job you really liked, and they only wanted to pay you $10 an hour, and you were making $40 an hour before that.
Mm-hmm.
So the contract for postal workers is, okay, great, you got voc rehab, you went to school, you did that, you got your degree, you got your diploma, your certificates, go get a job, and whatever you make from them, we're going to say, okay, you were making 40, so now we're going to guarantee that you make 30. If they pay you 10, we're going to pay you $20 an hour on top of that. that gives you the opportunity to really go look for something you want to do. And it gets better because what do they say to the employer? Dennis, do you know? What's the incentive they give the employer?
Probably some type of what? Maybe a tax break or.
No, they say to the employer, we'll pay you back 75% of whatever you pay them.
Okay.
So that's a huge incentive. If you are a TSA or a postal worker, the government will pay your employer up to 75% of what they pay you. So they'll reimburse the employer. And you remember, Dennis, I think when you were going to school, we had a couple people that were on that program.
Right, and then for veterans, they give you, for veterans, when they hire a lot of vets, they give them tax incentives to hire veterans. That's how.
Right, exactly. That's right. And the same thing with ex-felons. They have programs where there's a tax credit, WOTC, tax credit. So, what do you want to do? I was a little bit late. I came in here and everybody's working on their resume. Nobody's working on what they want to do. Okay, that's kind of like putting the cart before the horse. Okay, the horse needs to go in front of the cart. How can you build a resume when you don't even know what the company is? Okay, now on the one hand, it's good practice, but really what we need to put our energy into, and so this afternoon, Phyllis, let's have maybe we can create a form and everybody can fill out the form and list the position that they'd want. So one field would be, you know, what do you want to do? And then 3 to 5 employers. Who here remembers Ronnie? You remember Ronnie, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He jumped on this concept immediately, and how long did he last you? Like a month? Because he got this idea, okay, what do I want to do? What is he? Cameras or sound systems or something like that. Yeah. Marcellus sort of jumped on this. He knew somebody that was working in a place. He really wanted to work there. He jumped on it. He's gone. So the key thing is find a thing that you want to do. Now, if you're not sure, just think, well, what do I like doing? And say, I wonder if there's a company that does what I like doing. Just do a Google search on what you like doing. So, you know, if you like doing, I don't know, somebody come up with some crazy thing that they like doing.
Carpet cleaning.
Carpet cleaning? Oh, that's easy. There's a million companies
How
that do
about
that.
factory work?
Okay, like what kind of factory work?
I used to work for Nabisco. I was
Okay.
a machine operator.
Okay, but is that something you really like to do?
Yeah.
You do it for free.
No, not
Okay, well, what would you do for
Water
free?
company.
You do a lot of stuff for free. You watch TV for free, right? You play pool for free. What do you guys do down there? Do they have pool tables there?
Wow.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Okay. Where I was, they had pool tables.
Not big.
Cards?
Big.
I was state.
Oh, well, it ain't like that.
Okay. Cards,
Yeah, play cards.
dominoes,
Download.
checkers,
I don't know what the checkers are.
Yeah.
chess.
I don't play that.
Okay. So think of a thing that you like doing. Let's say praying. You know, some people just say, the president of our school loves to just pray. Likes to get his Bible and his thing, and he has this little kneeling thing where he kneels, and he likes to just pray for hours and hours and hours. It's kind of like meditation. Do you think anybody could get paid for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because people will pay you. It's crazy what people pay people for now. So what's one of the most, I don't want to say exciting, but they're in the news a lot right now. What's the company that's in the news a lot? Especially, Uber, especially regarding Las Vegas.
The cabs.
Okay, but what is that? What is Uber? Dennis, what is Uber?
What you talking about? Well, basically, it's I'm trying to sum it up like transportation, as far as people helping people get from one place to another. But
Well, it's basically being a taxi driver without having to be a taxi driver.
right.
Everybody can do it. Okay, and then they do other things. Okay, it's not just driving people around. Let's say you're a print company and you don't want to have drivers driving, you don't want to have a guy waiting for print orders to drive. Guess who you can have do that? Uber. Okay, you want to hear how crazy this is getting? Anybody hear of a company called Purple?
No.
Okay, go look at Purple. Go to the internet, look up Purple.
You guys have, do you have Lyft up there too?
Lyft, Lyft is coming here also.
Right, and then they're also starting to do this with food delivery too.
Okay.
Transportation? Is it Purple Transportation?
Delivery groceries.
Yeah, they're doing it with groceries, just about everything you can think of now. Yeah, you and food.
What is purple.com?
Purple.com. Anybody looking that up?
I think that's where I'm looking for. It's actually an app.
Oh, it's an app,
Oh.
but still might be able to get some
Is that
Google it.
also transportation?
He said transportation. What? Oh, okay. I thought.
Also a transportation.
Yeah, some type of.
And it's just purple.
The screen is just purple. I see a purple screen over there.
Yeah, that's all it shows. But nothing comes up.
Type in Purple app.
Purple app.
Purple app.
App.
Okay.
This is how crazy it's getting, and it's going to go way beyond this.
What is this?
P3 mobile
Do a Google search, Purple app.
communication.
Is it some type of communication?
Purple space app.
Yeah.
See, what do you have?
P3 mobile.
What does it say?
Purple space or just purple?
It says, well, we see something that says P3 mobile. It says DRS on the go.
Now it looks like a phone, icons.
What does it say, Dennis?
Well, I have a couple of different ones. The one here I see here it says a P3 mobile. Then it's saying DRS on the go. I'm trying to see.
No. So if you type Purple space app.
Let's see, purple mail on the go.
Mobile app development join the
No, there's no S. It's Purple app.
That's what I put in there.
Let me take the S off.
First thing is mobile app development.
Yeah, mobile app development.
Purple communications.
I see mobile app development. Join the.
Is it for hard of hearing?
That's what I got. You talking about the mobile app development? I got P10 mobile, purple, communication.
Okay. Okay, I'm putting it on the screen.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
No, we don't see it here.
Not showing the north side.
I had a dream about mobile gas stations. Brings gas to you. Interesting. Purple valve.
Huh. Well, I show that it's sharing on my screen, but yeah, I do not see it. Your screen is black, right?
Could be. No, we can just see a board here.
Okay. So what purple is your own personal mobile gas station. Fuel your car wherever you are. We fuel your car wherever you are.
Wow.
You don't have to go to the gas station. They'll come to you.
Oh, wow.
Purple on-demand gas delivery. That's the one right there.
Okay?
On-demand gas.
It's purple delivery.
All right.
That's what it's on.
Well, that's the website. But the Google search. Okay, and guess what? There is an area of service in LA.
Wow.
If you go there and you go to the area of service,
Yeah.
Here it is. That's it.
Yeah, I got it too.
Yeah.
The second one right there.
It's a English.
Gas delivery. You fuel your car wherever you go.
Yeah, I didn't call you this time.
Your own personal mobile gas station.
Yeah, we see it, Ed. We have it.
Okay, and so when I found this, it was like 40 cents more per gallon. Do you think that people will pay $4 or $8 to not have to go get gas? Some people will.
Yeah, and it depends upon what situation you're in too. If you're in dire straits, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just say you're a professional. You're a doctor. You work in a hospital. You are a court stenographer.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a police officer. People who make a lot of money. Okay. Okay. But guess who gets to make money off of those people? We do.
Wow.
Okay. So this is going to be huge. I mean, it's going to be, everything is going to be, you don't need to go there yourself.
Somebody do it for you.
Because it's so easy to do it with this. And so I signed up, and you have to put in your car license. You take a picture of your car, and so they know it's you, and they don't do it here yet.
So if you're on the highway or something, you need gas. You can call them instead of.
Well, you can, but the idea is if you go to work, oh, damn, I got to work, my car, I need gas in my car. I got to go, I have a meeting after this. I really don't want to take the time to go around going to the gas station.
More of a convenience factor, yeah.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is, what if you're on the highway and you run out of gas? Can you use gas?
Probably you can, but if you have a AAA card, it's cheaper.
Yeah, you got to pay. It's more convenient. You don't want to be at the gas station.
Yeah, this would be for people who don't want to take the time to go to the gas station.
That's all it is.
Some people just don't like it.
And some people don't like doing it.
That's all.
Okay?
So it's best to have AAA internet.
Yeah. Okay. But what we're talking about is
Convenience.
what you like. If you like driving, but you don't want to be a big truck driver, there's Uber. There's Purple. There's going to be people who do this for, Uber drivers might just work for a dry cleaner. Who wants to go to the dry cleaner? I don't like having to waste the time to go drop off my clothes and then go back and pick them up. Okay.
You know what's funny is usually, like, where I worked before, I worked with a lot of doctors at the detox, and there are two of them that were always running out of gas. If they didn't have an assistant or somebody to do it for them, they run out of gas.
Well, so high-powered people, professional people are told, if you're making $100 an hour, like if you're a lawyer and you're going to bill at $400 an hour, you don't go do this stuff anymore.
No.
You have other people do this. Right. Okay. And so, but it's good, stable employment. Okay. One of the things I found out about Uber was you don't have to take a chance on a driver. If you know who a driver is, you can request a driver. One of the things we're talking to this printing company about is that people don't have to drop off their printing. They don't have to come and pick it up. We'll deliver it to you. Yeah, it's part of the price. Delivery's included. And so, so step number one is, what do you want to do? The odds are it would be very hard to think of a job that you like doing that's legal, that there isn't a good employer that does it. Or you might have an idea, nobody does it, but somebody does something like it. Like, let's say, Uber. There's no company that delivers printing right now, but Uber delivers people and it delivers packages. So if you work for the post office and what you really like is being out there driving, well, Purple could be the perfect thing for you because you don't have to deal with people. If you worked at the post office as a delivery route person and you like being out driving around, but you don't like talking to people, Purple could be good. On the other hand, if you like being out driving around, but you don't like being alone, you wish somebody was there with you, Purple or Lyft, those kinds of things would be good for you. The point is, whatever you can think of, if it's legal, there are companies that do it. And if you're in your interview and you can convince them of a couple things, one of which is that you really want to work there, not because you want the money, that you want to work at this company, they're going to be interested in you. Because all real businesses want to hire people who care about them. No real business wants to hire people who don't care about them. Because they know when there's a problem, the employee who doesn't care is going to have an attitude of, well, I know how you feel, I feel the same way. If I got screwed over by the company, I'd feel exactly the way you feel. And by the way, you're not the only person. I've had 5 other guys come in here today with the same complaint. No company wants to hire somebody that acts that way. And if you really want to work there, are you going to act that way?
Oh, no.
No. The company's problems are going to be your problems. You're going to want to solve them. And then when you get good at solving them, guess what happens? You get what? You get a raise, you get promoted. Okay, so step 3 is what? What's step 3? Step 3 is research. So that means Google, that means YouTube, that means just about anything you can find where these things branch off to. You do your research. Instead of spending the time it takes to send out 10 resumes a day, do your research. See every video. If you want to work at Zappos, go on YouTube and look at YouTubes of Tony Hsieh. There's hundreds of them. If that's what you want to do, go look for things of Tony Hsieh. If you want to work at Zappos, know everything you can about Zappos. Your goal should be when the research is done, when you know more about the company than the interviewer. Okay? You know more about the company than the interviewer. That's when you know you've done enough research. That when you're getting in your interview and you say, I really, really want to work here, and the guy says, why? And you can come up with some reason that nobody would know unless they did research on the company, then the interviewer is going to decide to do what? Well, no, first they're going to test you to see if that was the one thing you knew. Because anybody can find one bit of trivia, right? And then every time they start asking you questions and you're answering them, what are you doing with each other? You're building trust, you're bonding with them. That means they're going to like you. And if they like you and you're qualified, you have a very good shot at getting the position. In fact, the only reason you wouldn't get it is if there was somebody better. And that's nothing to feel bad about. So number 3 is you do your research. Step 4 is you create your plan, which means resumes and cover letters. And in your resume and your cover letters, you do something called mimicking. What is mimicking? What does that mean? What does mimic mean? In California, what does mimic mean?
As in to copy, to do after.
Yeah, you copy what they do. So how would you mimic a company when you're doing research and you're writing your resume and your cover letter? Well, how would mimic fit in there? Yeah, you go on their website, you go in the part that says jobs or employment opportunities, you go in there and you look for key words that they put in there. And you put them in your stuff. This is why you need to have different resumes for different employers, even if they're in the same business, because they have different words, keywords that you want to mimic. What's a keyword for Jimmy John's? Fast. Okay. What's a keyword for, was it Carl's Jr. or Burger King? I think it was Carl's Jr. Have it your way. What does that mean? That means you have to wait. Okay, when that commercial came out, they were going against McDonald's. And McDonald's would have these hamburgers already made. You walk in, boom, I want a hamburger. You say, well, I don't want pickles. And then remember this whole commercial. Oh, you don't want pickles? Everything slows down to a crawl. Carl's Jr., I think it was, said, have it your way, which was code for the hamburger's not going to be ready when you walk in the door. You're going to have to wait. We're going to make it on the spot. So do you think you would be good getting a job at Burger King, or let's say Carl's Jr., if you said, I'm really fast? No, because they want to hear words like, I'm really good, I'm precise. Now, let's say you go to Jimmy John's and you say, I'm really precise. What is precise a code word for? Slow. Okay? So this is why you've got to go, and part of your research is to find words to mimic. And where do you keep this stuff? Where's all this research located? No, the research.
On YouTube.
No, where do you put the research you got?
On your resume.
No. That's the final product.
You put it on your one of them apps that you save. Save it.
Okay, which one?
Shit.
Oh, you put it in your community. You put it in your community.
Yeah.
So in your community, you might have a folder for each employer. And you put links to the YouTube videos in there. You put links to things on the internet. You put all the research that you did in there. So if you want to go back and say, where did I get this information? Or you say, I have an interview tomorrow. I need to practice. I need to study. You don't want to have to go do a whole new Google search, right? No, you're not going to want to have to go redo a Google search. You want to go to your notes, your research. So in your Google community, in your personal community for work, you would have your research. So if you write a page of notes, that's in there, but you have links to the websites, and you just have it very fast so you can get there. And you have a calendar.
I was on the page. I was on the right path.
You were on the right path. Part of your plan is also your calendar. Okay? Part of your plan has your map. What do we use a map for?
Okay, so find the places.
Okay, so we start out with having a layer that has the employers on it. Our brains are very good at creating maps. So that means we're good at remembering maps. Some people are better than others. Okay, so it looks like it's time. Dennis, any questions in California? Anything we need to follow up on?
Guys got any questions, anybody? No. How about you, Olivia?
No.
Olivia, no questions? Everybody's good? Okay, no questions then.
Okay, so I know that we're kind of going slower than people want, but the foundation is the most important thing. If we don't start out with the solid foundation of this employment plan, it's not going to be good, and everybody's going to fall back on just creating a resume and sending one resume out to everybody. If you do this plan, if you create your plan and you work your plan, success will follow. Okay, so we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right.